Welcome, treasure hunter. You might be standing on a fortune right now and have absolutely no idea. That dry patch of land in your backyard, that forgotten pile of dirt near the pasture, or even the termite mound you were thinking about tearing down. All of it could be hiding something worth more than most luxury homes. Precious stones, gold, diamonds. Sounds crazy, right? But it's real. There are people making thousands of dollars from things you walk past every day without even noticing. You've probably heard the myth that finding diamonds means digging miles underground or investing millions in heavy machinery. Forget that. What hardly anyone tells you is that nature, with a little help from tiny creatures like termites and ants, is already doing the hard work for you. And if you know where to look, you can turn that knowledge into pure profit. Literally. Here's the most unbelievable part. Recent studies show these little guys are basically giving away clues to hidden treasure right under your nose. But how do you find it? Where do you start? What should you be looking for? I'm going to break it all down. But first, you need to understand why most people are looking in the right place with the wrong perspective. Today, you're going to learn one of the most unusual, affordable, and natural ways to find gold, diamonds, and other precious gems using something no one ever taught you: insects. Sounds insane, I know. But it's a real technique used by scientists and experienced prospectors alike. And the best part? You can try this using stuff you already have at home. No fancy equipment, no permits, no hassle. The truth is, nature has always had its own ways of revealing hidden wealth. But somewhere along the way, humans got caught up in trying to conquer everything with machines and explosions. Meanwhile, termites and ants have quietly been doing the digging, day after day, bringing up tiny fragments of treasure that could change someone's life. But nobody pays attention to these small clues. You will, starting now. Throughout this video, you'll learn how to spot those clues, where to look for the right signs, and most importantly, how to turn them into real money in a simple and accessible way. This isn't magic, it's strategy. And if you stick around till the end, you'll walk away seeing the ground beneath your feet in a whole new light. So go ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. For years, we've been told that precious stones are only found by massive corporations with giant machines, excavators, and millions of dollars in investments. A lot of people still think you need to go to places like the Amazon or deep into Africa to find a diamond. But that's one of those limiting beliefs that block real opportunities. What most folks don't know is that mineral wealth can show up in the most unexpected places, even in an abandoned lot or a patch of empty land. Nature has always favored those who know how to observe. While the world keeps chasing complex solutions, the most valuable clues remain right under our feet. The truth is, there are ways to find gold and diamonds that don't involve pickaxes or dynamite. Just sharp eyes and the right knowledge. The kind of knowledge nobody teaches in school, but that has the power to change lives. Take termites and ants, for example. They do what even many engineers can't imagine. They dig deep into the earth and bring up mineral particles to the surface. That means while you're sitting down for lunch, they could be marking the exact spot where a diamond is waiting to be found. And this isn't just theory. It's real, it's tested, it's proven. And yes, it can be seriously profitable. Let's break it down so it's easy to understand. Diamonds are formed hundreds of kilometers beneath the Earth's surface, under extreme heat and pressure. Over time, though, they travel upward through cracks in the earth called kimberlite pipes, making their way to more reachable areas. And here's where the secret lies. Burrowing insects take advantage of these natural formations to build their nests. In doing so, They unknowingly bring precious mineral particles up to the surface. Termites and ants, driven purely by instinct, dig through the soil in search of moisture and nutrients, and often pass straight through mineral-rich zones. What they bring up with them, without even realizing it, might be exactly what prospectors are looking for. Tiny fragments of gold, diamonds, copper, even platinum. It's almost like nature created a crew of tiny workers that mark every single day where hidden value lies. And here's the kicker. This happens all across the country. What's wild is that while engineers rely on seismic tools and ground-penetrating radar, these little creatures are doing the job naturally, precisely, and non-stop. If you learn how to read their signs, like the texture of termite mound soil or the location where one pops up, you could be just one step away from discovering real treasure. Simple, right? Now that you understand how this works, let's take a look at people who've actually proven this method works. But before that, drop a comment below and tell me, do you have a termite mound anywhere near your home? In Australia, one of the world's most respected mining hubs, a study led by geoscientist Dr. Aaron Stewart from the Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organization, CSIRO, revealed something incredible. Termite mounds were found to contain gold particles brought up from deep underground, depths that are otherwise unreachable by standard means. This proved that insects can actually be powerful allies in mineral prospecting. In other words, science is now confirming what many hands-on prospectors have suspected for decades. That same study showed that by analyzing the soil inside termite mounds, researchers found traces of gold as deep as 3 feet below the surface. That might not sound like much, but it's more than enough to signal a rich vein just beneath it. And it doesn't stop there. Researchers also discovered rare minerals inside the bodies of ants, walking across areas rich in underground deposits. That means these tiny creatures are acting like natural sensors. All of this is backed by advanced technology, like portable spectrometers used to detect metals in soil and biological samples. What used to be dismissed as just ant dirt is now being studied in universities and cutting-edge labs. The takeaway? Learning how to identify and interpret these natural indicators could put you on the fast track to making real money, and maybe even discovering a life-changing diamond. And the best part? You can start today, with what you already have. Now that you understand what's really behind all of this, it's time to put it into action. The first step is knowing where to look. Focus on areas with a history of mining, places near old riverbeds, mountain ranges, or regions with volcanic soil. Land with lots of termite mounds far from urban activity is also a great clue. Once you've identified a location, the key is in how closely you observe. Take a good look at the soil from the termite mounds. If it has a reddish color, a subtle shimmer, or denser grains, it's worth collecting a sample. Large, symmetrical mounds are another strong sign. They usually form on stable, deep soil. In other words, perfect conditions for hidden mineral deposits. That could mean there are precious stones just waiting to be uncovered. To test your samples, you can use portable analyzers like X-ray fluorescence spectrometers, which detect metals in seconds. But if you don't have access to high-tech gear, you can still start with the basics. Sift the soil, inspect it with a magnifying glass, even try simple tests with magnets or chemical kits. What matters most is learning how to read the signs, not just where to walk. And once you see results for yourself, you'll realize that this journey is worth more than any textbook lesson. Using nature as your ally to find precious stones isn't just effective, it's smart. Instead of tearing up the land with bulldozers and explosives, you're working with the natural cycle and saving resources in the process. It's an eco-friendly, low-impact method that works in perfect harmony with the environment. That means you can find gold, diamonds, and other minerals without damaging the earth. It's the future of mining. And the best part is, it's available to anyone, right now. This type of prospecting was used by ancient civilizations long before they understood the science behind it. Indigenous peoples, for instance, used to watch animal behavior to locate areas rich in natural resources. Today, with all the tech we have at our fingertips, you can do the same, but with way more precision. And here's what's really fascinating. When you follow nature's clues, you're not just finding wealth. You're preserving what truly matters. Beyond gold and diamonds, this method can also uncover copper, platinum, nickel, and even rare earth elements used in cutting-edge technology. It's a gateway into a whole new world of economic opportunity. And once you get that, you'll never look at a simple termite mound the same way again, because the truth is, wealth is everywhere. You just need to know how to see it. And speaking of seeing things differently, now's the time to change the way you look at real value. Quick tip. I pinned a free ebook in the top comment of this video. It's packed with everything you need to know about identifying precious stones. Don't miss it. How many times have you walked past a dry patch of land, looked at a pile of dirt and thought, there's nothing here? Well, maybe there was something there. Maybe there was money, precious stones, even a diamond, and you just didn't see it. What looked like an ordinary termite mound could have been a treasure map written in nature's code. And that changes everything. Because real wealth isn't just about what sparkles. It's about what you're able to see. This journey isn't just about digging for the sake of digging. It's about waking up to opportunities that have always been there, the ones no one ever taught you to notice. It's about learning to find value where most people only see the obvious. And honestly, that lesson goes beyond mining. It's a way of seeing the world. Nature is offering you signs. So what will you do? Keep ignoring them, or start paying attention? Because sometimes the thing you've always seen as insignificant, like an insect or a pile of dirt, might just be holding the answer that changes everything. And now that you know this, here's the question that really matters. What else have you been overlooking for years that could be worth a fortune? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If this content is opening your eyes and helping you see the world in a whole new way, go ahead and hit that like button right now. That one simple click shows you truly value real information, the kind nobody talks about, but that has the power to change lives. It might seem small, but it helps this knowledge reach more people who also deserve a game-changing shift in perspective. And if you enjoy content that reveals hidden secrets of nature, history, and the invisible wealth all around us, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Here, every video is a new discovery, something that could unlock doors, spark new ideas, and bring you closer to your own treasure. It's the kind of thing school never teaches, but life definitely demands. Oh, and right now, you're seeing the next video on your screen. Don't throw this crystal away. It might be a valuable diamond. Seriously, click on it and keep this journey going with me. Because the more you train your eyes to see what others ignore, the more opportunities start showing up. I'll see you there.